Maybe, just maybe, if I was 3 more Hamzas or David Goggins video, I'll have the courage to start a dropshipping store. You click on this video because you probably watch Hamza's content and you've been in the self-improvement niche for quite a while. This video isn't about hating on Hamza. In fact, he is one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel. And self-improvement itself is actually one of the greatest things that I've ever experienced in my life. Now, for you that is watching this, that is in the self-improvement journey, that is awesome. But I feel like there is something that I really need to talk about in this self-improvement space. Now, I've been on the self-improvement journey for more than 6 years and I started to get much more serious with it back in December 2022. There are several things that I really need to address so that you could avoid getting into the dark side of self-improvement, and just by simply knowing these things and be aware of it can actually improve your self-improvement game. It sounds weird, but just stick with me for a while. Now let's talk about the hustle culture. You should work your ass off, just get like 4 hours of sleep. I mean 3 hours of sleep, because when they're sleeping you gotta hustle, man. You're hustling out there, yeah? Alright, let me tell you that is complete bullshit. But Albert, Elon Musk says he only sleeps like 4 hours a day and it's already enough for him. Bro, Elon Musk is now actually getting his sleep schedule right. And you know how many hours I sleep in a day? On average, I sleep at least 9 hours a day, and I even take a nap sometimes during the day. Now, I'm not going to tap into the science stuff. It's not rocket science, and it's a clear evidence that if I don't get enough rest, I just can't function properly throughout the day. And all the other YouTubers or TikTokers or self-help gurus, whoever the they are, they tell you to work 20 hours a day and then just get like 4 hours of sleep. Let me tell you that in the next 5 years or 10 years, they're gonna suffer from a higher risk of cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and even cancer. Seriously though, how are you going to function properly by only getting 4 hours of sleep a day? You be slobbing around left and right trying to finish that work. And I really love this quote from Abraham Lincoln. He said that, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I'll spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." You should get enough sleep. Go and get 8, 9, or even 10 hours of sleep every single day. It's a huge game changer in a world that is actually pushing you to work super duper hard, spend 20 hours a day in your work desk. I mean, if you could just find a way to finish something in an hour where it took others like 8 hours or even 10 hours in order to finish it, not only you work less, but you could actually produce more. I'm talking about making more money and leaving you with more time in order to travel anywhere you want in the world. And over the last 7 years of my business in Instagram theme page, which is an online business that I run until now, it only took me 1 hour of work every single day, but yet it's able to produce me 5 figures a month. Of course, there are times when I'm required to work 12 hours a day, but majority of the time, especially this 2023, I find myself working like maximum 1 or 2 hours every single day, while the rest of my time is actually used to making like YouTube videos, going to the gym, researching new business ideas, meditating, and all the other good habits that you can think of. There are times where you are actually required to work hard. I've spent 12 hours a day working on my desk, but there are a lot of times where I had to work smart as well. It is very, very important for you to adapt to which situation that required for you to either work hard or to work smart. And just because all the other YouTubers that tells you that you need to work 16 hours a day doesn't mean in all those 16 hours it is all productive. Sometimes you just need to rest your body up and clear your mental health. And when you're in a good state to work, you only need like 3 or 4 hours in full productive mode, and you'll be able to match up those 16 hours work in just 3 or 4 hours. Next thing I really want to talk about is self-improvement as a coping mechanism. How many times you've watched self-improvement videos that says that how to make $10,000 a month or motivation in order to change your life? Now, I'm not saying whether they actually change your life or not, but there's this surge of dopamine rush into you whenever you finish reading that book, watching that self-improvement video, attending that seminar, and your brain don't actually know whether it's good or not, but it just knows that it wants more of it. That will lead you to actually buying more books and ultimately invest your money into the self-help cycle. And the weird thing is that your logical thought will think that, oh, that's okay, this is self-improvement, right? There's a term called action faking. This is where you feel like you're making progress, but in reality you're actually not. And when you really think about it, binging self-improvement content without doing anything, wouldn't it be the same as scrolling through TikTok and Instagram, filling your dopamine up and hoping that one day your life will change and you will get where you want to be in your life? I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy books, watch self-improvement videos or attend seminars. And this also isn't about how you should go out there and just take action, even though that is the thing that you should do. But the main key here is to be aware of yourself. You're in the self-improvement space where the main goal is to improve yourself, and you have to be aware with which action that will actually put you forward in your life. Now, I really hate to break it down to you, but self-improvement is exciting but boring at the same time. We're being shown constantly on TikTok videos, on YouTube videos of how people ride their fancy cars, live in their mansion. I mean, that's great. It actually motivates you to do something in life, right? But most of the people, they don't actually tell you by getting there. They're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, the boring part. But whenever you put the work in, going to the gym, work towards that business, do all those good habits, and when you actually look in the mirror and see the results, the satisfaction will be much more fulfilling and satisfying rather than the dopamine that rushes into you after you finish reading that book, attend that seminar. And for me personally, nothing in this world will make a man much happier than he who goes after his dream, break through his own limits and fight his own fears. Remember, if you go easy in life, then life will be hard. But if you go hard in life, then life will be easy. Find comfort in discomfort. See you in the next video. Cheers.